Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Let me get my headphones on because you gotta have headphones to be able to hear anything. But I want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. Is this gonna go on right? There we go. Everybody, a happy Memorial Day. I don't know how people are gonna be here today. Normally, I would be with family, but due to circumstances that are beyond my control, I could not be with family this weekend. So, I get to hang out with you guys. So it's not really a bad, thing. It's just, I get to see my grandfather. I get to see, my grandmother or my dad or whatever. But I basically have been working every day. So I had to work yesterday too. So I couldn't do my normal trip. What is up, creators? How you doing, man? I'm not late. I said 3 o'clock today. Today was going to be a 3-fer. Now, normally I'm at 1. Today I had to be at 3. I did put a post, okay, to be fair. All right. Technically I'm early because I said 3. But no. Let's get all the yummy stuff out of the way. YouTube, all of this is fake. This is a lie. Even if it comes from an actual source, the news source, it is still made up. Do not get sand in your vagina. Don't worry. It's just a bad dream. Here's your cup of warm milk. I'm cupping your balls. I'm patting you on the ass. This nightmare will be over soon. I promise. You take care now. Bye-bye then. Okay, that's from, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. For those guys, just aged myself a little bit. Well, it's for here. You're in the wrong time zone. Oh, I did say CST. I did. I said CST. 3 p.m. CST. Anyways, hey man, I got the StreamYard up there. If you want to come on in, bro, more than welcome to. Memorial Day weekend, man. So freaking let's remember those who have fallen. And common misconception for Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day weekend is not necessarily just for vets. It's actually for anyone that dies in the service of their country. So firefighters, EMTs, technically, anyone that actually dies defending American freedoms or values or anything could be considered for Memorial Day. So now vets usually remember their brothers that have fallen in combat, but it's still a good day to reach out to the people that you care about that were in the service. It's always good to call them, talk to them, or text them. But yeah. So anyways, so we have a now let's see. Now I got to get up and grab more beers. I was just about to take a nap. Good thing you came along. I'll be awake when my girl gets home from work tonight. Hey, dude, I'm always happy to freaking keep the family together. I'm all about family. All right. 23-year-old told me that I was too old for it the other day, and I was like, I'm not hitting on you. It's got one of those awkward moments, and I was like, it was a work thing, and I was like, you do realize that this is about making money. This is not about having sex. Do you think this is what guys are like when they hit on you? I mean, it was kind of sad, but I was very nice. I did the gentlemanly thing, but hey, what's up, Quentin? Hey, man, how you doing, brother? I was thinking the other day, Quentin, you've never come on live, bro. Yeah, man, you got to come on. And thank you for that message, man. And let you guys know, I can't see the messages unless I'm on the computer. And I'm only on the computer usually Wednesdays and Sundays because I just, I have to open it up, start up. I'm never on my computer. I'm never on my PC. Somebody emailed me and asked me why I don't respond to messages fast enough. It's because I usually respond to them either before my podcast or directly after the podcast or on Wednesdays. But I will try to get better. This is still kind of a work in progress for me. I don't really know what this is going to turn into. Obviously, I do have a lot more people following me now, people that I never thought ever would follow me. But I will be trying to make some more content. I am going to be traveling more. So as I travel and as I go do things and as, of course, I expand my work and the places that I can actually do work, whether it's here in America or outside the country, then I will obviously be making more videos. Maybe whenever I actually make enough money, I'll actually be able to get an editor and a person to hold the camera. I have been watching some of the videos about the guys that go on the street because I'm trying to, before I do street videos, before I become the man on the street, I do want to learn from the mistakes of people of the past and try to figure out my game before I go out there. I've been watching a lot of videos and I really don't want to have coffee thrown at me. I really don't want to have the police involved. So I'm trying to figure out a really cool way to I guess to do it. I don't mind getting into a fight. I don't mind having coffee thrown at me. I'm just trying to do it in a more professional manner. I have watched Steven Crowder. I have watched a couple of these guys that do it a lot, but I don't necessarily like the way they go about it. I'm trying to figure out a better way to do it. So, I know, right? Oh, dude, what do you mean, man? You've been good, bro. I got your message, man. I mean, no, you're the one that responded to me. I didn't respond to you. I was saying that I didn't respond to you fast enough. Because you said that to me like 3 days ago, bro. So thank you for the message. You know, it was really cool. It made me smile before I came on. Yes, I like it too. Hashtag blow up the sun, motherfuckers. Dude, Quentin. Okay. All right. So I walked up to the Cajun Festival over in Salina, and I was wearing this hat. Okay. And I didn't want to take a video of it. It was with a friend of mine, and I kind of made a decision that when I'm with friends, I don't want to involve them in YouTube. You know, they haven't made the decision to get on YouTube, so I'm not going to bring them in on it. But I was out there, and I was wearing the hat, and I wanted to see if anybody would respond to it. And I go to get the big foot-long corn dogs. You guys know I love those things from one of my previous videos. And I had one, like, you know, since I made that last video last year before I started working out. So the guy at the counter, he was like, "Hey, man, what is hashtag blow up the sun?" I'm like, "Dude, blow up the sun, man." And he's like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah. Because, you know, everything's sexist, everything's racist, everything's," and he's wearing these shades, so I can't see like what his eyes are doing. But he's got his kid with him, and he's got his wife. She's holding a newborn, and I'm like, "Oh shit." Okay, you know, so that's what my brain's doing. I'm like, okay, no F-bombs, you know, no bad things, Harold. You know, like this guy's like, you know, okay, let's just be cool about this. So I said, "Look, man, everything today is racist, everything is sexist, everything is like, you know, transphobic or you're this or you're that, right?" I said, "Well, the sun's the most racist thing in the entire world, right? So if the sun is the most racist thing in the entire world, then we should blow up the fucking sun." And this guy gives me this look. He gives me this absolutely just crazy look. And I'm like, "Dude, Samuel Adams, yeah. What's up, Will? How you doing, bro?"
Anyone I can, and the good ones twice. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. They're a little bit, mine are hanging a little bit to the left today, but that usually means things are going to go well. So, you know, that's how it usually works out.
It's looking for water.
Yeah, exactly. So no, but you know, he kind of didn't get it at first, and then my buddy was with me, and my buddy knows all about my channel. He knows all about what I've been doing. He knows about the hat and everything, and he's like, he kind of helped me out a little bit. He's like, "It's a joke, man. Like it's a play on the fact that everybody gets offended by everything." And the guy's like, "Oh," because you know, Salina is like super Republican MAGA country. So I think he probably thought that I was being like anti, you know, conservative or whatever. And I was actually making fun of the woke PC bastards. He didn't realize I was doing that. So, but then when he realized I was doing it, then that was all there. It's good to finally see you, by the way, man. I've actually never got to see you on screen before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. So, all right. So to keep you guys current on current events, you know how I love doing that. Before I get in there, I want Will to tell me how he's doing. How his Memorial Day's going? Glad you got some beers.
You know, pretty good. Yeah. My girl's been she got her schedule changed again at work. So she works like 10:30 in the morning until like 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
But she had Friday night off, went out with her girlfriend for a couple of hours, had some margaritas and some Tex-Mex, and came home, and we went over to the Packy around the corner. That's what we call it in Boston. We're going to the Packy.
Yeah.
That's a liquor
So wait, they've got Tex-Mex up in freaking Mass?
Yeah.
Are you serious? What?
Don't get too excited. It's not good Tex-Mex.
Hey, the fact, I mean, okay, Taco Bell's not good Mexican food, you know, but it was one of the first
Bell
Mexican.
Is not any Mexican
but it was like the first Mexican restaurant ever to be open that was a fast food restaurant, you know. El Chico's was the first, but yeah, dude, I know it was cool though. But remember, I got that big ass corn dog in my hand, Quentin, and I'm like eating it while I'm talking. So I was being totally obnoxious like the whole time while I was telling the story though. But maybe that's why the guy thought I was being a smartass. I don't know, but I was being a smartass. But I was trying to be a smartass conservative. But anyways, okay. But But no, I can't remember. Will, are you married or are you just are you single? What
I'm single in a long-term
a
relationship.
long-term relationship? Okay, yeah. Because I talk about that kind of stuff on my channel too. So, and I'm obviously in a long-term relationship as well myself. So, but
What's his name?
I know, right? I call him Bobby, but when I pull his hair, his name's Sue.
Oh, okay. Hey, Baba Sue.
Bobby Sue. But no, if you guys aren't aware of the current issues going on, I am going to get into the Target thing. And then if you guys haven't heard about it, Harley Davidson is now gay. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we're going to get into that too.
And it's all Bud Light's fault because
it's all Bud Light's fault, man.
They tried to rein all their bullshit back in, and they released Harley Davidson cans.
Yes.
Nobody wants Bud Light. Nobody wants an Anheuser-Busch product. Nobody wants a Coors product or a Jack Daniels product because they're all woke.
They're all woke. Now, did you hear this, though? They're actually trying, this isn't the article we're going to read, but they're actually trying to make it to where people think Bud Light is gay, but Budweiser is for straight men. Did you see that? Yes. They're actually trying to do that. So they're not, dude, I don't know if this is like quadruple down, but this is like the 4th or 5th time they've actually tried to just keep going with this. All these motherfuckers had to do at the very beginning was just disown Dylan. That's all they had to do. And they would not be, what is it? Is it 23% now? 26%? I mean, it's a lot. Like, their stock is down. I didn't check it this morning. I have no desire to. Once it went to 16, I stopped caring. But dude, their stock is down a lot. They've lost a lot of fucking money because
17.9.
Oh, it's at 17. So it went up. Okay, because it was at 23 during the Tim show last week. So that means
I mean their stock in the last few weeks has lost $17.9 billion.
Oh, okay. That's not the percentage. Okay. Well, okay. There you go. I don't know what the percentage is of that, but when I watched Timcast last week, this was like Wednesday last week, it was 23%. That's what he said. So
here's something to throw in on that real quick. I saw something come up about Chicago.
Oh boy. Love Chicago.
The gay bars in Chicago have boycotted Bud Light.
Yeah, they did. They did that like the first month of it, right? Because they said that they didn't support Dylan Mulvaney enough or something. It was something along those lines. Yeah, that's what happened with that one. So you know what?
That's like Juicy Smollett, that gay French actor, Justice for Juicy #.
Oh my God, dude!
When the black community,
because Chicago's MAGA country.
Yeah, because and because the black community didn't support him, and they were accusing them of whatever. And I'm like, and even Chappelle said, that's because we knew this word I can't say.
Yes, his little routine. Bullshit, dude. Yeah. Man, okay, when that first happened, my first question wasn't like where he was. It wasn't the time of day. It wasn't whether Subway was open at 3 a.m. Dude, my first question was, where the fuck were 2 white dudes getting a noose and a bucket of gasoline at 3 a.m. in the morning at like -10 degrees in the middle of a blizzard?
Worse than that, because I'm in the Northeast.
Okay.
And I got lots of black friends. In the wintertime, unless the heat's already running in your car when you come pick them up, they're not leaving the house because it's too cold.
Yeah. Hey, good point. I
hate the cold weather.
They do. Now, okay, not all of them.
I'm not fond of it myself, but
I mean, none of us like cold weather, but specifically, like my brother's in the Corps, dude. Like I remember, we didn't have to deal with cold weather a lot, but I remember the water, dude. Like, okay, not every single one of my dark green Marines were freaking afraid of water, man, but there were several, dude. Like several. And it's not because of what you think. It's not because they don't know how to swim. We taught them how to swim. Okay? It's just that generally speaking, black men are more muscularly dense. So when they get in the fucking water, they fucking drop like a rock, dude. So like my buddy, I'm not gonna say his name because I love him to death. I'm not gonna add him like this. Man, that motherfucker, dude. When we would go to swim call over here, you have to jump off the high dive, right? I swear to God, and he wasn't afraid of shit. This guy could walk into a storm of fucking bullets and he wouldn't even blink a fucking eye, okay? He gets on top of that high dive, bro. He's like, man, do I have to do this shit? Because he knows he's going straight to the fucking bottom, dude, every fucking time. But no. But you know what?
I was known as Captain Binghamton, lead bottom from McHale's Navy. Because most of my body would float. But my ass was full of lead. I just sink to the bottom.
You sink to the bottom?
I'd be like this in the water. My hands and my feet would be above the water. Rest of me be on the bottom.
Well, sometimes it is what it is, man.
I
not all of us can be natural swimmers or natural floaters,
Nope.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Asians hate the cold too, unless they're from the part of the world that has cold weather. Like, okay, for instance, take someone from Taiwan, dude. They hate cold weather. They won't do it. Because they're hot all year long. All right. So if you ever see come like Texas, for instance, man, when it gets cold in Texas, dude, people here have no fucking clue what to do. Dude, yeah, we got no idea. Now we have this like really cool thing called sleet. All right. A lot of people don't know this about Texas, but we very rarely ever get snow. Okay. Because we don't have that beautiful weather, moisture, pressure bullshit that makes snow. But we get fucking sleet, which is basically little tiny pieces of ice. All right.
Yep.
And we do these things called hard freezes. So when sleet happens, it literally freezes right afterwards. So the street just turns into just
glass.
Ice. Yeah, it's just ice. And it's smooth. Like, dude, like you can run out there, run on the street, and you're just like that. Just like straight across it. But fuck it. All right. So first story, guys. Here we go. I didn't think we were going to get a lot of people on today because it's Memorial Day. I didn't think so. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Because, during Mother's Day, dude, I didn't have anybody on. There was I think I was on for like 30 minutes. I don't think I had a single person watch the Mother's Day broadcast. Like not a single, not the day of anyways. I was like, you know what? Maybe people aren't going to be on because it's Mother's Day. And sure as shit. Yeah. By the way, kind of a weird, stupid fact. Did you know Mother's Day is one of the best days for restaurants? Mm-hmm. It's like the second or third highest grossing day for restaurants.
Yeah, you don't want to cook your mother something and have her afterwards. So you go someplace that if that happens, you can sue them.
Yeah, you can sue them, right? Yeah. And it's an accident,
Yeah.
All right. So this is Gateway Pundit. They've been dropping some solid ones lately, man. I don't know if maybe they decided to stop being cheap bastards or maybe they stopped trying to play CNN's game, but they've actually been doing some pretty good reporting lately. Bad news for Americans. Remember those 87,000 IRS agents that McCarthy promised he would get rid of if they made him freaking House Speaker? Well, Guess what? He lied. Bad news for Americans. 98% of the 87,000 IRS agents are here to stay after McCarthy caves in to Democrats. Earlier this year, the House of Representatives voted 221 to 210 to repeal funding for 87,000 IRS agents. Promises made, Speaker McCarthy said as he dropped the gavel. The House just approved its first bill, repealing IRS, and this is a video of him doing it. I'm not going to show the video. All right. That picture always kills me every time. The Wall Street Journal said the new army of IRS agents will target the middle and upper class, which is true. According to the analysis, the IRS audits the poor at 5 times the rate of everyone else. Yes, because they're easy targets. They don't have lawyers and they can't challenge the system. The IRS also has a history of targeting conservative groups. Gee, I can't imagine why. Will, can you imagine why they would target conservative groups? I can't think of a reason why. I mean,
for the life of me, I can't.
Wait, yeah, because we're not the fucking left. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 3 hearings have been held in recent months. 2 with Commissioner Werfel. Is that how you say it? Werfel? And 1 with Secretary Yellen. Werfel Yellen. During which Republicans have criticized the funding for IRS provided by the Inflation Reduction Act. It doesn't reduce inflation. I love it. The last week, Representative Lauren Boebert, Republican, Colorado, Or does that stand for Republican of Colorado, or does that stand representative of Colorado? I don't, because sometimes they say that the R does, but then they say it's representative. But anyways, expressed their concerns and provided updates on the 87,000 Internal Revenue Service agents, highlighting the Republican Party's ongoing efforts to stop it from happening. Republicans are still trying to get rid of those 87,000 IRS agents who are going to audit everyone into oblivion, Boebert said. Believe me when I tell you, no one that has money is going to have a problem with an audit. They have tax attorneys and accountants whose only job is to make sure they pay as little as possible using legal means. The people that will suffer are those who are middle class, who make just enough to file, but not enough to have some rich attorney comb through the returns, Boebert said. That's who Biden wants to screw over and make sure Zelensky can get more and more money. And you know what? I don't know if Zelensky will get all of this money, but he's definitely going to get a portion of it for whatever fucking bullshit reason Biden has said.
He's getting most of it because he made it legal for people in another country to tap into our Social Security net. And he did the exact same thing for these like 20 million illegals that crashed the border.
We can literally, I saw this picture today, it really pissed me off. We are demanding to allow all these illegals to come into our country illegally, but we have 14.3 million starving children on the streets in America.
To say nothing of our homeless vets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's not even including homeless vets.
And worse, New York kicked a bunch of homeless vets out of the hotels they were being housed in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Fuck New York, that piece of shit.
Yeah. They're what did he call it? Sanctuary city?
Yeah. Oh, we can't handle 80,000. I'm like, well, keep not prosecuting people. Pretty soon, you'll be like Chicago, which, by the way, as of like 5 hours ago, 35 people had already been shot in Chicago this weekend. 8 of them died. And imagine that. They're all African-American, and BLM has nothing to say.
Hey, well, you know, they're too busy counting the millions of dollars they pocketed from that bullshit scam. This claim implies that middle-class Americans would face disproportionate challenges during IRS audits due to their limited financial means and lack of access to high-profile legal representation. On Saturday, Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, Republican, California, announced an agreement in principle with Joe Biden on a deal to raise the federal debt ceiling. McCarthy posted to Twitter, "I just got off the phone with the president a bit ago. After he wasted time and refused to negotiate for months, we've come to an agreement in principle that is worthy of the American people. A vote in the House is expected Thursday, according to Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Republican of LA." That's the famous one, Steve Scalise. Now, the deal includes keeping a portion of the $80 billion increase in IRS funding and the 87,000 additional agents tasked with going after middle-class families. Only $1.9 billion of the $80 billion to fund the 87,000 IRS agents are removed from the budget, which is basically nothing. Of the $80 billion, Democrats appropriated to the IRS over 10 years to deal. The deal rescinds $1.9 billion. You read that right. That's the kind of get that's so good. McCarthy agreed to increase the debt ceiling $4 trillion, said Republican Dan Bishop. Now, okay, there's a lot of words that are flying around these days, and if you guys haven't heard of a word, RINO is a Republican that is basically a
Democrat.
A Democrat. It's a spy, basically. Okay, so. And McCarthy was a well-known RINO before that the Speaker of the House vote happened. That's why, 15 times he was rejected. We made him promise that not only was he going to not have the IRS anymore or the IRS agents anymore, but they even said that he promised to actually either reduce the IRS like a lot or get rid of them altogether. That was actually supposedly what he agreed as a part of the agreement. Quentin says, "I watched the quartering on YouTube. The Black Lives Matter got bankrupt." Yeah, I mean, it's Black Lives Matter, the organization, went bankrupt, but the people that were behind Black Lives Matter made something in the neighborhood of $54 million.
Yep.
And it was just only a couple people. It was only like 5 people that profited from that money. So the rest of Black Lives Matter, all the people that were doing all the riots and killing all the people.
The communist lesbians made all the money, and one of them paid her brother like,
what was it, $2 million?
It was figures a month.
No,
for security.
Yeah.
He sat in a room in her mansion watching a monitor screen.
Yes, that is absolutely 100% true.
And did nothing.
And but okay. Now, I'm not against capitalism. I'm not against people making a buck. I'm not against people figuring out a way to make a profit. But Black Lives Matter started as a movement to protect African Americans that were supposed to be targeted unlawfully by members of the police force to protect Black lives, which in itself was not necessarily a bad thing. But okay.
But the whole thing was based on a lie, yeah.
Yeah, it was all based on a lie. Hands up, don't shoot, even though half of the fucking country still thinks that's a real thing, never fucking happened. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, that's what started Black Lives Matter, was the Ferguson incident. So if hands up, don't shoot didn't fucking happen, and Black Lives Matter was just basically a way for people to get money, then that means the whole fucking thing was a lie. It was all a lie. Mm-hmm. Every single bit of it. There was nothing about Black Lives Matter that actually was for the African American community. And then whenever we tried to push the All Lives Matter logo, we're automatically a racist. And in case you guys weren't paying attention, people that have the skin tone of me and Will here, okay? Yeah, we're now the bad people because we're not black. Just throwing that out there, okay? Just remember that, all right? Yeah,
and we're straight.
And especially because we're straight and we're white. Oh, I'm sorry. We're cis, bro. But that's not an insult.
Don't call me that. I'll fucking shoot you right here.
I know. Like that, dude. But I love it. I love it when they're like, that's not an insult. We're just calling you what you are. You made the fucking term up. All right? Why don't you call me a straight white male? Because it doesn't sound right. Cis sounds much better, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. And not to get in trouble or nothing, but
just say in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, I have told many other players that if they called me that, this crippled old fuck would whip their ass.
I had a run in with I don't know if she was a feminist, but she definitely hated me. I actually told this story today already. I opened the door because I open the door for everybody. If I'm walking up in Texas, okay, this is how we do it in Texas. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but we got certain things that we just do here. Like it's just it's like ingrained in us from when we were kids. And if we're walking up to a door and there's someone coming to the left, to the right, or behind us, doesn't matter if it's a vertical taco or a fucking Italian salami. We open the door. Like that's just what we do. Okay.
It's called Southern hospitality.
Yeah, Southern hospitality. So, this woman, I mean, she didn't particularly look like an angry, short, fat lesbian, but she just wasn't an attractive woman.
Maybe she identifies as one.
Maybe, but I opened the door for her, and I mean, dude, she started cussing at me. She called me a sexist pig. And I don't need you to fucking open the door for me and all this shit. And I was like, okay. So I shut the door. It was like a 7-Eleven, okay? So I shut the door and I held it. Sometimes I can be childish too, okay? But hey, she called me a sexist pig and cussed me out. I felt like I deserved it, okay? So I just held the door and I stared at her. Dude, she looked at me like she wanted to kill me, dude. This woman's never met me a day before in her life. Never met me. Doesn't even know my name, okay? And she hates me. She hates me so much that she's going to tell me to go fuck myself and call me a sexist pig for opening up the door for her. And I get it. I get it. Some of these women feel like they don't need no man. Well, the concrete you're walking on, the buildings that you go up in, all the fucking shit that you use right now was all made by men, guys. Hate to break it to you.
The entire world.
The entire world. Okay? And I'm sorry, I know I keep saying this over and over again, but if you're on OnlyFans, I don't give a fuck if you're fucking selling pictures of your feet, pictures of your fucking hands, or if you're doing just sexy pictures. You're still a fucking whore. Just get the fuck over it. You're on OnlyFans. Okay.
Code for that is a 304.
What's that? Oh yeah,
304.
that's right. The 304. That's right. We can't say that, did it? In Minecraft. Sorry. In Minecraft.
So I did see a hilarious video. There's like this little Asian dude who's using other people's stuff of guys not simping for girls and
the
OnlyFans girls getting like shut down and all this other crap. This is hilarious. And
I haven't seen it. I didn't want to watch it until I had it on. So
there was, hey Carrie, how are you? There's a supposed retired porn star, Mia Khalifa, and
oh god,
she got
butthurt.
She cried, and all this other crap. So this dude's out to dinner with his girlfriend, and she's out to dinner with people, and he goes up and goes, "Hey, Mia Khalifa, can I get a picture?" And she was a bitch to him.
Yeah,
said, "Hey, I'm in the middle of dinner." No. But she was like rude back to him, and when his girlfriend heard that, she spouts off perfect timing and says, "Come on, I told you that wasn't Mia Khalifa. There's not enough jizz on her face."
Dude, that is great. Oh my god, it's almost like the "I'm famous, but I don't want people to treat me like I'm famous" thing. But she's the porn star, right? Oh, Carrie. Yeah. Carrie, last time you were on, I forgot to make you a standard moderator. I just made you a standard moderator, so I just forgot. Because I figure eventually, like for instance, we're gonna have 10,000 followers at some point if it does happen, and it happens overnight. So I don't want the core people that have been watching me for the last 6 months to not be moderators. So So I was thinking about it. I was talking to a couple of the YouTubers the other day, and they were telling me about that shit. So, but yeah, no, dude. Okay, here's how it works. If you take dick on camera, whether you're a dude or a chick, if you're fucking a chick on camera, I know it's a little different for fucking porn star guys. I got that. But dude, I still consider porn star guys a whore, and I don't respect them more because they're on porn. I still think that they took a fucking easy way out. I don't think that that's a job. Okay, it's not hard to have sex if you're if you're a chick, you're lying in the middle of the road, if you lay down and spread your legs, I guarantee you wait 30 minutes, some dude's gonna come by and fuck you. If a guy does it, he's gonna go to jail. It's real simple. All right, this isn't hard, not complicated to figure out. But if you're in the sex work industries, you get the whore status, whether you got the fucking vertical taco or the Italian salami. It doesn't matter. It's just the way it is. So I love it when I watch these fresh and fit videos or these at whatever videos, and all the chicks are like, "Why do you have to call me a whore? Oh my god, it's so mean." It's like, no, that's what you are. Would you prefer 304 or would you prefer slut? I don't understand. Why are you pissed off about this?
Or would you rather answer the question, "What's your body count?"
Not hard to have sex. I love that, Carrie. That's awesome. Yeah, the point. No, okay.
Well,
okay.
When you get older like me.
Yeah. I mean, some of us got to take blue pills. I mean, you're forgetting about the age of the men in this group now.
I can't. I got too many. I got too many medical problems.
With science.
I'm like trying to convince my girlfriend to stand on her head so I can drop it in, but no.
Hey, sometimes you got to make it work. Do you guys remember those? I don't know if you had them. We had them here in Texas. This was back in 2020, like right whenever the no, this is 2019. This was right when all the riots were starting, and they had those yard signs, and it was the rainbow yard signs, and it was like science is real and love is all this stuff, and they made it sound like it was this great thing. I didn't know what it was. I had no clue. I'd never seen it before, and then I went and found out that it was like just a part of the LGBTQ plus community bullshit. And when they said science was real, it was talking about how men can become women and women can become men. Remember that?
No, you can't.
Yeah. All right. So okay, I have not seen this yet. I'm going to read the story first. This is Daily Wire. Okay. All right. And I'm looking forward to it. A buddy of mine sent this to me. So I was like, dude, we got
this. This is great, dude.
Okay. I can't wait. So Boycott Target song racks up millions of views, takes off on iTunes. All right. Pro-Trump rap group's single, all right, titled Boycott Target, has exploded online, racking up nearly 3 million views and climbing to number 6 on iTunes charts. But hey, no one supports Donald Trump or the conservative movement, right? Okay. Fargasio Blow, Jimmy Levy, Nick Natoli, and Stony Dude Bro, I love that Dude Bro, created the hit song, boasting lyrics about retail giant Target targeting your children with satanic and sexualized goods. That's pretty good. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Target is targeting your kids. The song's lyrics open. This agenda's got to stop. They know we gonna win. This is true. By the way, Cuckboy freaking Destiny, the guy with the stripper's name with the blue hair, you've probably seen him, right? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
Okay. He said they're winning because he thinks he represents the LGBTQ plus community. I'm like, what? What the? You know? I'm like, okay, dude, whatever, man. Target, yeah, they target, yeah, they target kids. The song goes, continuing on to lyrics about the LGBT agenda going too far. The video for the song appears to have been shot at a Target store while LGBT pride goods are on display. Okay, I haven't seen this yet, so here we go.
Yeah. Digital shoppers. Yeah. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Yeah. Target is targeting your kids. Yeah. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my biz. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target. You know they targets they're wrong, trying to play with the kids. It's the mayor
Love
of
Ice Radio USA, dude. That's great.
You know the LGBTQ don't went too far. You know they cutting these kids, they leaving trannies with scars. Why they pushing the agenda, promoting sexual genders? I'm only rocking with Bruce, don't rock with no Caitlyn Jenner. You think that gay shit gon' get you paid? Yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2020 vote, we trumpet, baby. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my biz. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Heard the news story, targeting kids. They going after our youth, and yeah, they do it like this. If you ain't mad yet, well, then you better be pissed. Let's protest until they close and they ain't gonna be missed. Why they got pride shirts in the kids' clothing section? Why they trying to mess with the kids and give misconceptions? They manipulating minds and making evil impressions. Got little boys tucking out by time they teens got depression.
We need to clean up on every
That
eye.
is a giant dude, man. Look how tall he is, bro.
Wash it
Shit.
with the blood
He's as tall
of
as a
Christ.
fucking
It's
rat.
needed here, so don't think
His voice is all
twice.
soft.
Dating with a Satanist. We all know this is the end. God is coming for revenge. Target is targeting.
They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my biz. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids.
Dude, that is fucking pimp. Wow.
I just want to know where Big Boy's putting all them tampons.
Dude, man, you know what? The South Park episode says it all, dude.
Mhm.
Cartman did it to us all. Patriots, we are currently number 6 on iTunes. I guess they're called Patriots. We are currently at number 6 on iTunes. Let's get hashtag boycott to number 1. Dude, so how do we support them?
No, they're talking to us.
Us, okay.
Patriots.
Number 1, Fargio, okay. Fargio, he must be Fargio Blow.
Yeah.
So who
So-
is
This is well, you can just like Google the group
okay?
and it'll probably come up with all their names and everything.
Marjorie Taylor Greene boosted it online. American conservatives are once again showing who has the real buying power. It's
now
not
I have to admit something.
What's that?
MGT makes me hot. It's part Southern drawl and it's part.
You know, dude, I didn't know who she was. Okay, and Carrie, we're gonna talk about this right now. But I didn't know who she was, so she was on Timcast. All right. And I didn't like Timcast at first. I still am not a big fan of Tim himself as a person, but dude,
he's flippity floppity.
He is. But one thing I
call it.
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll admit his own bias. At least he has the balls to do that shit. But dude, one of the things I love about Timcast though is that no matter what the fucking story is, it's gonna make it on a show. Like even if it doesn't show him in good light, he's a narcissistic prick sometimes, but dude, he'll at least tell the fucking story. You know what I mean? Like he'll at least talk about whatever it is. But anyways, so she came on there and she was telling him shit that he didn't know. And he was like, wow, I didn't know that. And I mean, dude, you talk about someone that had been blasted under the light. Marjorie Taylor Greene is, what is it? MTG? MTG is freaking, been up. Now, I know the clip you're talking about, Carrie, and I watched it. Okay. I forget what it was, but it was Morgan, right? The guy, the dude that's kind of like Pierce Morgan. Yeah. And he's like, well, why can't I identify myself as the most handsome man in the world? Or whatever. But this, I think it was on the same show, but a different part of the clip.
Oh yeah. The True Spirit Penguin.
Yeah. So, and I mean, dude, like it's so funny because anytime it's not a part of their agenda, Carrie, anytime, it doesn't matter what it is. They don't want it to work. So what's his name? The Republican wants to identify as a black lesbian. I forget who he is. He's the
councilman.
The councilwoman.
Sorry, the councilwoman.
Yeah, the councilwoman. He's a councilwoman now. A black lesbian councilwoman. And they're like, all these people are protesting him. And it's like, we're following your own fucking rules. What the fuck? Like, we can't do it, but you can. And basically, this is like, I am but you, or whatever the fuck it was when we were kids. It's okay for me, but not
rubber
for
and I'm glue. Whatever you say bounces off me, it sticks to you.
Yeah, it's only good for them, and it's only good for them when it works for them, which is why they leave it as like an open tab. It's like I can do it whenever the fuck I want to. So yeah. Not only can men get pregnant.
Let me quote Ralphie May real quick. Motherfucker, if you can take a dick, you can take a joke. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, he did say that shit. Tom McDonald is a great artist for spreading truth via his lyrics. He's an independent artist. Who's Tom McDonald?
No.
Yeah, Tom McDonald's the cool guy with all the tattoos on his face, right?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
Let me tell you something you might not know because you don't follow him. His whole group and his followers are called Hangover Gang.
Okay.
HOG for short. So Hog, right?
Hog.
Every year for Memorial Day, he releases some a specific shirt in his merch line that they donate every penny from the sale of that shirt to veterans.
No shit.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So he's got one this year, and it's got an American flag across the chest, and it says, try burning this one.
That's good shit, dude. Okay, I'll check it out. What's his website? Can you put it in the private chat?
Yeah.
Put it in the private chat. Yeah. I'll go check out his website. By the way, have you guys heard about defendeverybody.com?
No.
If I ever get a sponsor, I want defendeverybody.com as a sponsor. They make urban armor for us to wear.
Oh, yeah.
Urban fucking armor, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna get a set of it. When I buy it, I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, you guys know I'm a freaking nut with weapons and everything else, right? I've got like 3 sets of gear, and I've got armor plating. I've got different stuff like that. But this is actually going to be a civilian set that I can wear in public, and no one will know that I'm wearing armor. No shit. All right, now Pierce Morgan is amazing. Now, remember, this was only about 6 years ago. His little run-in with the little short guy called Ben Shapiro. And Ben Shapiro humbled him very fast. Look up that video, Kerry. Now, I was never on board with Pierce, never against him. I just thought he was I got a journalist. I just figured he was some guy on a talk show. The first time I started paying attention to Pierce was when he admitted he was wrong about Tate. That's the first time I really started paying attention to him. I didn't really know who he was. When remember that Tate interview we had before Tate went in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Ben Shapiro's cool too. Like, well, I wish Ben Shapiro would pick a fucking side, dude. Like, I thought he was all for like everything that came to like the certain values of our system. And then like sometimes he'll like not jump on it. Like, look how he handled the COVID situation. I was like, man, why would you say that? He said some really weird shit. And his wife's a doctor too. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't want his wife to get in trouble about certain shit. I don't know. But I'm sorry. The virus of unknown origin, YouTube, that came from Wuhan, China. Sorry. My bad. But no, one thing, you know what I really miss, Kerry? Because I started watching Ben like 8 years ago. I miss watching Ben Shapiro in colleges. That's what I miss, dude. I miss watching him going into colleges and just shredding those kids, dude. I almost wish he never would have got his own podcast. I wish all he did was just like make videos in colleges. That's all I wish Ben Shapiro did. All right. You see me that link? Yeah, cool. All right, cool. I'll go check that out. Whoop. All right, comment. I like Pierce from when he was on GMB. He wouldn't take any nonsense. He didn't let MPs get away with anything. No shit. I got to check that out. I never watched him on GMB. What is GMB? What is that? You know what that is?
I have no idea.
GMB? Is that wait, is that the one where he's got the two women on the show with him? Yeah, Candace Owens. Yeah, Candace Owens. I mean, I started watching Candace Owens before she was a part of Daily Wire, though. I started watching her back whenever she was doing. Remember those little? She would have like once a week. She would have oh my god, it was like sit down with Candace or something, or a corner with Candace or whatever. That's the one that kind of made her famous. Where she brought on the stupid rap star guy, and he was like, "Yeah, men can get pregnant." He didn't even miss a beat. Will, she was like, "So can men get pregnant?" And he was like, "Yeah, men can get pregnant." And like he said it, and then he realized it. He said it. And he was like, "Oh, fuck! I said that out loud on live." Same as GMA. Okay, am I like just not cool for not knowing what GMA is? I don't know. See, when you say MPs, I think of military police. You know, you have Good Morning America. Oh, GMA, Good Morning America, and we have Good Morning. That's why I don't know it. I don't watch Good Morning America.
Bollocks.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the only slang I know. I got a bunch of friends over in the UK, so
I don't. You know what's funny is, Kerry, I've never been a news guy until Donald Trump became president. All right, I never paid attention to politics, and then I didn't really watch the news until COVID. Seriously, I was never a news guy, and then all of a sudden, everybody's got to be watching the TV all day, right? Like. MP in UK is member of oh, you're right. He didn't put up with any of that bullshit. I've seen a couple of videos with him doing that. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. But one thing about Pierce Morgan, though, and it's kind of this part about him not putting up a bullshit, like Pierce Morgan has admitted when he's wrong, and Pierce Morgan will, in the middle of an interview, actually like he'll say, okay. He'll say, all right, you know what, you're right. You've proven you've actually debunked what I've said, and you know I'm gonna look into it. I've seen him do that on an interview before. He did it with fucking Tate. He apologized to Tate, dude. I was like, wow, man, that took some fucking balls. You know, because a lot of people won't do that shit. They'll be like, no. Let's look at Bud Light and Budweiser. It's the same damn thing. But all right, yeah. But no, I was watching Candace Owens years ago before she was ever on Daily Wire. Now, somebody who's always also kind of been in my views is Steven Crowder. But I've never really been like a huge Steven Crowder fan. I liked his Change My Mind segments on college campuses, but I never really liked his shows. I did like the Kyle Rittenhouse interview, and I've liked his Alex Jones interviews. But I've never really been into Steven Crowder. Like I can listen to some of his show, and then it's like, kind of.
I used to watch it like when it came on like YouTube, and I'd watch part of it. And a lot of it was like funny, especially because he would have the twin black comedians there.
Yeah, I do watch the twins because
the twins
yes.
are awesome.
Did you know they were both Marines? I love the twins, bro.
Yeah,
I love the twins, man. So I'm totally cool with the twins. But I would watch his show, and that's what I started discovering is I would watch his show because of the people that he was having on it. I wasn't watching it because I like Steven Crowder. That's kind of the way it was with him.
Yeah.
So, all right. So here we go, guys. Here's the one that actually I think is kind of the funniest one of them all, and that's the fact that Harley Davidson is now gay. That's the one that gets me, dude. I mean, come on. This is a 7-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole video. Okay, we're just going to watch some of the highlights. But yeah, unfortunately, Budweiser is now Harley Davidson.
Apparently, Harley Davidson hasn't heard about what happened to Bud Light because they just partnered with Budweiser in a desperate attempt for Budweiser to try to rehabilitate their brand and show America how manly they are. They released this new commercial featuring commemorative Harley Davidson limited edition cans.
The greatest legacies are built with grit and resilience.
And they're destroyed in 2 seconds by partnering up with drag queens.
One detail at a time. Limited edition Budweiser Harley Davidson cans.
Oh, they're limited edition, all right, because I'm sure that Harley Davidson is going to demand that they all be recalled once they find out what kind of damage they're doing to their own brand by partnering with the Bud Light family. But the fake news is out there gaslighting the American people as usual. This from Newsweek. Harley Davidson comes out on top after Anheuser-Busch partnership backlash. Yes, I'm sure that this is really going to help them. While Harley Davidson is weathering a storm of controversy over its recently unveiled partnership with Budweiser, the motorcycle manufacturer's popularity on social media is continuing to rise. Listen how pathetic this is. The article acknowledges that there is a growing backlash now against Harley Davidson. But despite this, Harley Davidson has so far continued to build on its social media following, even if by relatively modest margins. Over the past 30 days, up to and including May 25th, the brand's Instagram followers.
Now, that might be true, and let me tell you why. Because you're not having a bunch of fucking Harley Davidson guys paying attention to the fucking news. All right? Dude, these guys live a completely different lifestyle than everyone else. I bet you if we were to go to a motorcycle gang today, they probably don't even know who the fucking president of the United States is or the fucking vice president for that matter. No. They don't know what June 6th was or January 6th was, 2020. They probably don't know any of the shit that's happened because they live their own life, which might be the only reason why.
Have gone up by 1,920 to hold its 5.5 million audience count steady for Social Blade. Meanwhile, 212 extra users have followed the company's Twitter account. Wow, 212
whole users?
I would be willing to bet that every one of those people are just waiting for them to tweet something new so that they can respond and troll them. But Harley Davidson's wokeness goes far beyond them partnering with Bud Light. This is the...
Ooh, dude, Bud Light. I haven't heard that one yet. That's a good one. Okay.
Their official Instagram account where they proudly posted a message celebrating LGBTQAIPK2 plus month. Same thing on their Twitter account. Now, this was back in 2020. So they didn't post anything in 2021. They didn't post anything last year because the least likely brand to post anything so ridiculous would probably be Harley Davidson. And so I can only assume that they pissed off so many of their riders that they decided not to post
to ever
such
talk about
messages
it
for the
again.
last.
But you know what? Remember, this makes sense though. Because remember what I told you earlier? They're trying to say that Budweiser is the male, the manly, and Bud Light's the feminine. Okay, so
what do you want to bet? Indian motorcycle stock went up by 400%.
Oh, dude, can you check that real quick? Go check that. Do they have a stock?
Yeah,
I didn't think there was. That's a pretty good thing. Oh, you know what? Honda. BMW. What's another one? Who makes Ninja? Well, Ninja's not a motorcycle anymore, are they?
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki. I didn't think it was still partnered with Dylan. I don't know if they still are. Are they still partnered with Dylan? They paid him like 50.
Oh yeah, they doubled down.
Are they? They doubled down on it. Okay. Yeah. The dangless. No, he still has his dick. Remember, he's never taken hormones. He's only had the facial surgery.
Yep.
So he's just a gay dude that dresses like a chick, basically.
We knew he was gay before. He was a Broadway actor.
Yeah.
So Polaris Incorporated is the parent company of Indian Motorcycles.
Okay.
And as of 4 p.m. Eastern on the 26th, their stock had gone up by 1.84%.
And that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money. 1.8% in a fucking day? What the dude?
It opened at 457K.
Holy shit. So that's
and why I said Indian is because Indian is still a American motorcycle, not any of the import garbage.
Wait. So each one of their stocks is worth 470K? Damn. So they haven't split in years, man. Shit.
No, their average volume is like 457K. Okay. Market cap is at 6.15 billion.
So
they closed this past Friday at 4 at 108.15. And their previous close, like the day before, was 106.20. So it went up like just about 2%.
Damn, that's a lot of money, dude. What's 2% of freaking six? Let's just say 6.5 billion. What is 2% of 6.5 billion? That's a lot of fucking money, dude.
That's Trump cash.
That's like 100 million, right?
Yeah.
Dude, so they made 100 million a day. No big deal. Quentin, believe it or not, it's been a while since I did the studies, but when all this, transgender shit started happening, I started doing studies on it. But as of 2019, it's been a while, like I said, since I looked at this number, but almost 90% of all people that transition never touch their genitalia. Like never. And the lady boys in Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand, they start taking hormone blockers, very young. Like very young. Like they've been doing it for years. So a lot of them have micro penises. That's also something else. So I don't know, dude, if he's going to get it whacked off, because I don't think he does. Remember the other day he said he hadn't even been with a dude yet. Remember when he was talking or something? He said like Dylan said he hadn't even been kissed by a guy yet. Which, if he was gay his entire life, I don't exactly know how that happened. But anyways, but no, this is a oil and vinegar situation. This is a fire gasoline burn situation. This is going to burn itself out rapidly fast. Okay, because think about it. Trends usually stay for, at least one generation. So you'll have like bell bottoms, they lasted for, basically the last of the 60s and then halfway through the 70s. So basically a whole generation, remember shoulder pads in the 80s. Okay. I guarantee you I can find some 60-year-old woman right now whose closet is still full of all of her clothes that have shoulder pads in them because that was considered to be the in thing. Okay. Everything changes so fast. That's one of the reasons why they have to constantly change identities and constantly change their genders. It's because everything and pronouns. It's because they're burning it out so fast. It is going to eventually go away. They're just going to keep pushing the envelope until we finally say enough's enough. What we got here? Do you like Matt Walsh? He posted a short 22 hours ago. No, I love Matt Walsh. Let's see what he posted. Let's go here. Oh, wait. Here we go. All right. StreamYard. I'll play it for you, Carrie. Let's do this. Oh, excuse me. I'm making steak tonight. Don't tell Coach, even though I just said that live on a recorded video. Drag queen nuns. What the fuck?
The Los Angeles Dodgers announced that they would be celebrating their 10th annual LGBTQ plus Pride Night on June 16th by giving an award to a group of drag queens. Baseball club planned to bestow the honor of community heroes, and they're going to bestow it onto the Los Angeles chapter of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. For those who are blessedly unfamiliar with this group, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are drag queens who dress up like sacrilegious caricatures of nuns. Now, they in fact make a mockery of the whole process of becoming and being a nun in the Catholic Church. Just like actual nuns, new members of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are called postulants, and then they graduate to novices, and then they become sisters. At the group's founding, actually, they used to use actual religious habits that had been worn by Catholic nuns as their costumes. And these days, the men take on names like Sister Erotica Psychotica, Sister Mary Effing Poppins, and Sister Magically Delicious. 1 week ago, the Los Angeles Dodgers announced that they would be celebrating their 10th annual LGBT.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
1 week ago.
My God. Okay. You know, there's some things you just can't unsee. You know? I mean, you just can't unsee it. Okay. Now, I call those guys truckers in dresses. Okay. Dudes like Dylan Mulvaney is technically a trucker in a dress by my definition, because they're not going through the surgeries. They're not taking the hormones. They're just dudes wearing female clothes trying to pass off as women. Remember the video that went viral like 6 or 7 years ago? The ma'am video. Was that 6? Damn,
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. The dude was like 6'3". He was like 250 pounds. He's a pretty muscular motherfucker too. Like, dude, his shoulders were like mine, man. They were wide as fuck. All right. And the dude that he's yelling at was like 5'6". I mean, what the fuck? And then he starts destroying. And the fact that dude was never arrested, by the way, and the very next week he was on the news. Oh my God, it was great. Anyways, okay. Anyways, that's a trucker in a fucking dress. All right. The dudes that are just saying that they're chicks, you know, like the weightlifter that was competing, which by the way, that was really weird that he lost. I wonder if someone made him lose. You know? I don't know. But
okay. I got a video that I need to show.
All right. He looks like Thor, but in rainbow. Yeah, he had a little purse on him and everything. Oh, wait, Dylan is going to have the surgeries? Bullshit. Dude, if Dylan has the surgeries, that will be the single greatest fucking con and psyop ever in the history of the fucking planet. If that dude cuts off his dick and gets boobs, dude, seriously, yes, that is the greatest psyop ever. All right. He looks like Thor, but a rainbow. Yes, that's correct. That was one scary Karen. You're right. Yeah, one scary trucker in a dress, Karen. All right, so add to stream. All right, man, let's do this.
One is called CEI, one is called ESG, and one is called DEI. These initiatives are put down as social initiatives from the World Economic Forum, the most powerful people
I know
on the planet,
DEI.
through the banks to the big corporations. These corporations, unlike my business, actually depend on that financing 100%. So if they don't do the things that these three initiatives, the CEI, ESG, and the DEI say, they actually lose their funding. So they can't operate their business. So you say, well, aren't these people smart enough to understand why they're destroying their business? They can't not do it, because if they don't do it, they won't get their funding. So they can't operate. So they have no choice but to do it. And then they drive their business into the dirt. And here's why that's happening. Because the people who run these companies, the officers of the companies, are not the founders of the companies. These are people that are many generations removed and many degrees of caring about the actual brand removed. All right. So these people are college graduates who think they know a whole bunch of stuff because they have an advanced degree, and they are making decisions that are, basically about the money and thinking that eventually people will adopt this and it will stop. But it's not going to stop, and it's not supposed to stop. This is what people are failing to realize. What's happening is we are dealing with a communist insurgency that is undermining the values and the identity of the American public. What they are doing is they are intentionally creating a scenario where the American people rejecting this initiative is actually hurting iconic American brands that remove much of the American identity. So when you name these companies off, all of these companies represent America when you think of them traditionally. So now they're removing part of the identity, which is part of the communist process called demoralization. If there's less identity in America, there's less to fight for, which makes it easier to conquer. All right.
Yeah.
Then on top of it, one of the goals of communism is to create two classes of people, very poor and very rich. And so what they're doing here is they are getting the American public to cancel their own companies that actually hurts their own neighbors who are good, hardworking American people, because the people at Bud Light at the top are not the ones feeling the pain here. It's the delivery drivers.
It's delivery guys.
The hardworking red, white, and blue Americans that believe the same motherfucking shit that you all believe, who are getting fired or laid off or losing because of this. So they have run an operation to push this initiative down through the companies intentionally, where the companies cannot resist it because they're required to do so for their funding, knowing that the American people are going to reject it and destroy these companies, creating the lower class system that they're trying to create in the first place.
And you know who's all behind it?
George Soros?
Of course.
And yeah, I was going to say that when you put this one on, Carrie. Yeah, I saw the pictures of him getting the face pressure, and you can see the difference because he became actually somewhat YouTube famous when he made his little outburst on what was it? Not Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right. When he was on Price is Right, he did his little, Broadway, whatever, rolling on the ground and whatever shit. And then that apparently wasn't famous enough for him, so he basically upped it. And I think every single thing that he does, Carrie, going forward, I truly do believe that it's him just trying to up the game. I think he's just trying to make it that much more of, whatever. So I watched a video where female awards was given to trans people, trans community aside. As a woman, I want biological women to win awards. Sam Smith already ruined Brit Awards for women. I don't know who Sam Smith is, but
Sam Smith is the guy during the music award show that was dressed up as the devil. That does
the
Body Shop song. And the Body Shop is a strip club.
The Body Shop's a strip club in California. That was there when I was 19.
But the term body shop is referring to strip clubs in general. Daddy's at the body shop, so he's bumping and grinding with strippers instead of home with his
dude.
family.
Okay. Now look, Carrie. Okay, let me because I don't think I've ever said this before, and maybe I should. I mean, you guys know I'm a pretty straightforward person. So, look. If you got a dick, you don't belong in women's sports. If you got a vagina, you don't belong in men's sports. I know a chick right now that can bench press 225 pounds. Okay? All right. But Ruby, whatever his name is, the cool guy, he's a rapper, artist, whatever. Is it Rixby or Risby? I can't remember his name. He broke the women's deadlift record by identifying as a woman for 1 day. And he broke the deadlift record. The world deadlift record was broken by a guy that's not a professional weightlifter, that is not in the Olympics. He's just a regular dude, okay? And he broke the female deadlift record. And it still stands because these jackwagons don't freaking want to take it down because he identified for a woman for a day. And every day they let it stand is just that much of a big slap in the face too. So here's my thing. I know the WNBA, I've actually made a show about this. WNBA has never turned a profit. Every year, the WNBA's salary comes from the players, and every year, the WNBA loses money. Okay? But the whole purpose of the WNBA was to show the world that women could play basketball. Well, look, if fucking Brittany Griner is a dude, which apparently is a rumor going around right now, that's a dude, and there are dudes posing as women in the WNBA, and they're doing this on purpose. What the fuck is the point of having a WNBA? What's the point of having a women's league if we're going to just let dudes go into the women's league and dominate every fucking sport? Dude, 460-something ranked swimmer goes in and competes and beats everybody in the swimming competition. And he's ranked 460th. Are we going to get a clue? My show last week about the cyclist. He won He entered the race and he won. And he was like a low-ranking cyclist. And the women refused to get on the damn podiums. And you know what, dude? I support those chicks too. Don't get on no damn podiums. Sam Smith started off gay, then gender fluid, now non-binary. Watch Pierce talk about Sam. He complained the Brit Awards was exclusive because there is a non-binary. Oh my God. Dude, who was the fucking dude? He killed the lady with his car while he was transitioning. He's the former track star, was on a Wheaties box. He was married to a Kardashian. What's his name? He's a chick now.
Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce. Is it Bruce Jenner? Is that right?
Bruce Jenner?
Okay. Bruce Jenner, even now, he's come out and said, you know, that he's against the whole trans thing. Dude, Bruce Jenner won Woman of the Year. His first year as a fucking woman. He was a woman for 8 months. And he won Woman of the Year. What the fuck? Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro was on a fucking, like, this was like 2014, 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on this like little thing, right? This fucking dude who's larger than Ben Shapiro puts his fucking hands on him and threatens.
You're going to leave in an ambulance.
Yeah, threatens he would leave in a go home in an ambulance. I liked how he was like, well, how can you go home in an ambulance? You know? But dude, look, they didn't arrest that guy. He threatened Ben Shapiro and assaulted him on camera on a live fucking audience. And when he tried to get them to file charges, the LA County to file charges,
They wouldn't
do it. They said it would give us too much fucking heat. Dude, it's bullshit. So they removed gender-specific awards for oh, no fucking way. You're kidding me, right?
You know why? Because there's no appeasing the mob.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
There's no gender-specific fucking categories anymore?
Not for the UK Music Awards because of Sam Smith.
Wasn't inclusive, but I
Wasn't
presume
inclusive
you know
enough.
what I meant. Oh, dude, no, I get it. Wow. Bruce Jenner turned Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah. Did you guys know he actually killed a chick? He killed. Was it a chick or a dude? He ran a guy, or he hit him in a car, and they died. Like they died, and he never even so much as like had to go to court.
Oh, kind of like
Barbara Bush. Sam Smith says non-binary, but wants to be a mummy. Oh. Is that like that video of those two faggots that freaking were trying to freaking breastfeed their kid? And then they were like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know why we can't breastfeed.
the mother identified as a father and the father identified as a mother.
As women,
I don't know why nothing's coming out. I go, well, for the answer to that and many other inquisitive questions, please see the episode of Family Guy where Peter has to go through training to be a better person at work because of his off-color jokes. And he's trying. So now he's been soy boyed. He goes home and he picks Stewie up, pats him on the back, and Stewie starts sucking on one of his nipples and pulls a chest hair out of his mouth. And he looks just like this. He's like, dude. If gender doesn't matter, why don't you go out in the field and milk that bull to get some stuff for the coffee?
Well, okay, if gender doesn't matter, then why can't Donald Trump just identify as a woman? I mean, then he'd be a woman president. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, if gender doesn't mean anything, right? Then let's just get rid of all gender labels in the hospitals. Okay, let's just stop it now. Now, I used to say, if gender doesn't matter, what about the prison system? But we all found out about that shit. Okay, I mean, fuck. They were like,
now there's hundreds of thousands of female prisoners all knocked up.
I mean, dude, the fucking asshole gay guy that plays Flash. What's his name? Is it Ezra Miller?
Oh, Ezra Miller, yeah.
Ezra Miller? When they arrested him for that shit that he was doing, because he basically held a family hostage. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
Oh yeah, I know about the whole thing.
Yeah, he held a family hostage at gunpoint, and he's not in prison. Nope. He literally held a fucking family hostage. He had a gun in his lap, and he wanted to like do something to the boy sexually, and he held them hostage in their own fucking house, and he's not in fucking jail right now. Just remember that.
Or like the teenage girl that he groomed for like 9 years.
9 years.
And the parents let their daughter go with him to the UK.
Yes.
Probably to go hang out with Sam Smith.
And then there was the little short video. Sam Smith. There's a little short video of him in like a department store or something where he doesn't backhand her, but he does something that knocks her down. And I don't know if she was like special needs or maybe she was just doing an acting thing, but she comes up to him and does this little acting thing and he just knocks her ass out. What the fuck is going on? All right. And you know, I heard something that made me mad, man. I was flipping through my recommended videos, and one of the guys I watched was like, Flash isn't that bad. The movie. It's like, I don't give a fuck if it's the greatest movie in the entire fucking world. I don't care if when I watch it, I get a fucking Jimmy and it's spouting fucking Niagara Falls in the opposite direction. Look, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. I don't want to see anything he's in. It's like people saying you got to watch Boycott season 3. It's like, why? Because it's better than the other two. It's like, who gives a shit? It's going to save the next generation. The next generation doesn't need to be saved. All right. You just don't think about Picard at all because it's a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what Ezra Miller does. I don't care. I don't care if he fucking makes another movie and it's another amazing movie. I'm never going to watch it ever. I will never watch any movie with him in it, period. I don't give a shit. If I'm not, and I've been boycotting freaking Hollywood for a while now. Like, I don't even watch movies anymore, Will. Like, period. I went and watched, what's the one with the blue, the Navi? What is that called? Cameron movie.
Avatar.
Avatar, The Way of the Water, because I promised Mexican Iron Man I'd go watch it, you know? But, dude, I felt dirty when I got out of the theater. The only movie that I have watched recently that I didn't feel dirty after I watched it was Maverick. That's the only one. Because of what he said at the beginning and because of the story behind it and why they had to hold it off and everything. This video after a brief chat about Rihanna, he talks about how Sam affected the Brits. Okay, all right. Is there a time? Tell me the time mark, and I'll skip to it. Oh, here it is. It's 6 minutes long, so maybe watch at your leisure so you don't get your channel in trouble. Oh, it's one of those videos. Okay. I'll save that. Let me save that. There. Yeah, you're right because they'll. What are you doing? Stop it. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to get in trouble anyways because I played that song. That's probably what's going to happen. More likely than not, the Boycott Target song. I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. What do you think?
Yeah, if it was Boycott Trump, you'd be able to play it all day long.
Oh, yeah, play it all day long. They wouldn't give a shit, man. No, but look, all I'm saying is this, all right? Like, this kind of stuff is going to keep happening. Okay, it's just like the whole China-Taiwan thing. Okay, All right. China is going to keep threatening Taiwan until they feel 100% safe that America, realistically the only country that can actually stop them, will not do anything. And what they're waiting on now, because they waited too long, because they wanted to watch what happened with Ukraine, they're waiting to see if Trump becomes president again. Because mark my words, guys, here's something. If Trump does get reelected, all right, he doesn't have to worry about getting reelected. You talk about scorched fucking earth? Dude, everything that motherfucker does from the moment he gets fucking inaugurated as president, all right, is going to be scorched earth. Period.
If we even make it to 24.
Yeah, well, let's try to be at least somewhat positive about it. I mean, we can't predict the future, but I mean, look, America does have an infrastructure that it is strong. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that we're going to be fine and we're going to make it to 2024. I mean, dude, I'm not going to say the cliche here, but Biden has done whatever he could to fuck everything up, right? The Biden administration, not Biden, because Biden's a senile fucking crazy old man. 112 going to skip. Pierce talking about Sam and the Brits. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you. All right. But like a lot more would have to happen for us to fall. Now, I do believe we are in a cold civil war. I do believe that. I wholeheartedly believe we are in a cold civil war. Okay. But it's being played instead of with nuclear weapons and the Bay of Pigs. This time it's politics. It's Twitter. It's Instagram. It's TikTok. It's Target sexualizing our fucking children. Okay. Yep. It's what is that book called? Oh my God.
Which one? This book is gay.
There's this book is gay. There's the other gender queer. Gender queer. Okay. Gender queer snuck in under everybody's fucking nose, dude.
And
no one fucking
nobody, especially these leftist Yahoo TDS parents, think that any of these books are in there. They just go with the mainstream narrative.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
evil.
Burning.
You're banning books. Who would ban a book? I go, because kids in school shouldn't be subjected to porn.
Yes. And okay. And we'll do closing thoughts after this story. Okay. So we had this app called Nextdoor. Okay. Here in Texas. I don't know if they have it in California or Mass or whatever. We got it here in Texas. All right. And I was on the app. It's a neighborhood app. You can kind of talk to the community and everything. This was like, this happened before COVID. Before COVID was even a thought. All right. And the gender queer book made its ugly head appear then. You guys are just hearing about this shit now. I knew about gender queer 3-4 fucking years ago because it blew up in fucking Denton. Before the whole thing in Virginia happened, we had a fucking shit happen in Denton, okay? Which is like 17 miles away from my fucking house, all right? And
I know about it because I was writing reviews for Outright Geekery. I used to write like 10, 12 reviews a week for books that were hitting the shelf that week or for the following week. And that came up and I looked, I go, he goes, hey, can you, I go, they sent me 2 books that week. They're like, hey, can you do this? I go, look, this book is Dragon Ball Z. With a passion you couldn't stand. I hate fucking Dragon Ball Z. I hate any anime that has the big goofy eyes going all over the place. It's fucking retarded. Oh, look, I said the R word. Fuck you, YouTube.
You did. You did say in Minecraft. He said it in Minecraft, guys.
Yeah. Because he took my gold blocks. But, shit like that. I'm like, what the?
Yep. I mean, okay. All right. So Denton, Texas is a incredibly blue city. We have like 5 hugely massive blue cities in Texas. And Denton is one of them. All right. Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Denton, and Dallas. And then there's one more. And those are the reason why, and because of the population density of those cities, is the reason why Texas almost always votes blue. Okay. So I was on Nextdoor and I didn't know what gender queer was. I never heard of the book before. And I jumped onto a debate being the, freaking aggressive Marine, freaking Mrs. My Neighborhood, get the fuck off my lawn with your gay ass shit for my kids kind of guy. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought it was a joke. I was like, you guys kidding? Are we really having this conversation? We weren't talking about college. We weren't talking about fucking high school. We weren't even talking about middle school, Will. They found this book. They found 30 copies of this book in an elementary school. Okay? And there were parents in this fucking chat room saying stuff like, well, they're going to find it anyways. Your 5-year-old kid needs to find a book about sucking dick from a teacher in the in an illustrated version, and there was gay sex in it too. Yeah,
that's not all. It teaches them how to go and use Grindr, so that way you can have sex whenever you want.
Yeah, it was a book. For those guys that don't know what it is, it's a book about how, if you're a homosexual boy, to have sex with adult men. That is literally what it's about. It's so that you can start experiencing real sex as an adolescent with grown men. That's what gender queer is about. And there's this female teacher in the book that's using a strap-on to teach boys how to suck dick. That is a real thing. That's really in the book. That really fucking happened. So there's a viral video online. They keep trying to take it down, but every now and then someone pops it back in. You'll have to do some kind of wordplay to find it. But the mayor of Denton, okay, went into the fucking school board and was like, I'm going to see all of you in fucking prison when this shit happened. Because he didn't fucking know. And all the parents were, this one chick opened up the book and started reading from the book. And they were like, you can't say that here. But you can say this shit to my kids in fucking school? I can't say that to you. You're a grown-ass adult. But you can say this shit to my kids in school.
If you can't show these books to kids in public parks without going to prison, why can you show them in schools?
Yeah. I mean,
because they're protected by the largest fucking union in the world, the fucking teachers union.
Yeah, that teachers union bullshit. But all right, Will, I'm gonna get off here and enjoy the rest of my Labor Day weekend, man. You got any final thoughts?
I won't say it out loud, but I put it in the private chat.
Oh, cool. Oh, the link. Oh,
because I saw a video on TikTok that had that up. And it miraculously disappeared overnight. So,
what does the bat stand for? Can you say that?
Yeah, like a baseball bat, dude.
Oh! I thought it meant like Batman. I thought it meant like Batman.
Kinda.
Yeah. Don't swear to God. Swear to me. The only good Batman movie that came out recently. All right, guys.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yeah, I'm not wearing hockey pads. Although I didn't like that one as much as the first one. But all right, guys. Final thoughts from me. Look, it's Memorial Day weekend. Remember, if you have anyone that's vets, EMTs, police officers, firemen, fire rescue, smoke jumpers, any of these guys, those that have fallen, or even those that haven't fallen, just reach out to them. Be careful. We're coming up with some pretty dangerous days here. Remember, 4th of July is the #1 holiday for getting shot. Do not forget that, okay?
Unless you're in Chicago, and it's just every weekend.
Yeah, it's every weekend. But yeah, well, you know what's funny? You say that. Chicago has actually thrown off the stats for getting shot on holidays. Did you know that shit?
Yeah, they don't report them.
Yeah, and because it happens so often, it's just a regular thing now. So, because normally, guys, you got to understand, 12 people getting shot in a city on a weekend is huge. All right? Chicago has done over 50 multiple times.
I don't know what it's up to now, but like I said at the beginning of the stream, they had already had 35 people shot and 8 died today alone.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's just Lori Lightfoot, Little Giant. Okay. I love her. I love Beetlejuice. You know why I love Beetlejuice so much? All right. I love Beetlejuice because she makes my life funny. I mean, dude, that chick has single-handedly made Chicago worse than it was before she came in. And even though everybody keeps telling her, she's like, I made Chicago safer for the streets. Rapes are down. Remember? Grapes. Grapes are down. Remember when she kept saying that over and over and over again? The only thing that she would stand by was sexual assaults. Well, why is your carjackings almost tripled? Why have your homicides almost doubled? What's up with that? Well, sexual assault.
Well, because they think about buying a big bag of grapes, and they see her on the news, and it's like George Costanza. I was in the pool.
That is fucking great, man. All right, guys. Look, Will, thanks for coming on with me, man. I really did enjoy having you on. Quentin, Carrie, thanks for staying by the whole time. I knew it wasn't going to be a big podcast, but you know what, guys? It just matters. Every week I'll be here Sunday. Wednesdays are going to be super hard. I'm basically working 12 to 16-hour days now. So Wednesdays are going to be brutal for me to even get a chance to be on. So I'm thinking about maybe starting a show for Friday night. Friday's the worst night to be on YouTube, though. It's even worse than doing a Wednesday evening show. But we'll see, because I really do want to do 2 shows a week. So anyways, guys, maybe we'll do it different from one week to the next. But as I always say, look, watch each other's backs. Take care of each other. Do good things. Be safe out there. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not always going to be dark, guys. Peace out.